What is going on, everybody? I am Vince Russo, and I am officially welcoming you to 2025. And I mean that to all friends and foes, bro. Listen, man, at this point in my life, just a couple of weeks from the big 6-4, bro. Will you still need me? Will you still feed me when I'm 64? A couple of weeks away. Bro, I've got no hatred in my heart. I've got no animosity in my heart. If you want to hate me, if you want to dislike me over stupid wrestling BS, knock yourself out. Life is too short, man, and I am here to celebrate 2025 with you, man. I am here to remind you that the only thing you have control over is being the best you can possibly be. That's it, bro. You wake up in the morning, you put cold water on that puss of yours, you look in the mirror and you say, today I am going to be my absolute best me. That is all I can do. So, man, I hope everybody's refreshed. I hope you had a great Christmas. I hope you had a great New Year. I hope you got to spend time with family and friends, because at the end of the day, that's all that really matters. Wrestling is a form of entertainment. That's all it is, man. It is television. It's like going to a movie or going to a concert or watching a sporting event. That is all it is. And trust me, man, we all need forms of entertainment in our life. Life is very tough, man. Life is very hard. And we need an escape. And to a lot of people, wrestling provides that escape, and that's cool. But when you become obsessed with it, when you become obsessed with anything, now you've really got a problem. And there are a lot of people out there that are obsessed with professional wrestling. I am not one of them. I make a living in professional wrestling because I spent over 30 years in the industry. So, yes, I am an expert in the field, and I am a pundit, and people pay for that expertise and my opinions. But make no bones about it. It is a job. It is how I support myself and my wife. I am not obsessed with professional wrestling. And I've said many, many times before, if I was not getting paid to watch wrestling, I would not watch wrestling. So the point of view I come from is an honest point of view. I am a television viewer, and I tell you honestly about how I feel about this television product. I just watched the second season of Squid Games on Netflix, and I plan on talking all about that on russosbrand.com. So I'm a critic, man. That's what I am. I'm not trying to get in favor with any of these companies. I am not looking for a job with any of these companies. My plans go above and beyond professional wrestling. And I also want to tell you, man, if you do enjoy my honest talk, because I am all about the freedom of speech. Nobody owns me. I don't watch what I say. I don't walk on tight ropes. I come on here and I speak my truth. And if that's what you're looking for, man, you might want to try out russosbrand.com or also patreon.com/RussoTWC. If you've never been a Patreon member, you can go there right now and you can get a free week of the brand. And you can sample us and you can try us out. And you can listen to people like myself, Ben Hameen, Stevie Richards, Stevie Ray of Harlem Heat, EC3, the Disco Inferno, Al Snow, everybody's favorite, Jeff Lane. We bring you many, 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 many entertaining shows during the week. Our Patreon starts at 75 cents a week, bro. 75 cents a week. We've got tiers starting at $3. I don't do the $12.99, the $14.99 for one show. You get shows every single day on Russo's brand and patreon.com/Russo TWC. So let me tell you the rules and regulations of this chat. I will answer any and all questions. If I was afraid to answer questions, trust me, I would not be doing live streaming. I have nothing to hide. There are no skeletons in my closet, so I have no problem answering anything. However, this is a job, and I am at work right now. So if you want to ask me a question, if you want to be a part of the chat and part of the communication, if you want to state an opinion, you can do that through a super sticker or a donation. If you are watching on YouTube, if you are watching on Twitch, you could do that through a cheer or a sub. And also, guys, I'll give you a question, man. If you subscribe to our YouTube channel, it is only, 99 cents a month, bro? I think it's $1 a month, and you will get exclusive videos on YouTube. So that is how you become a part of this conversation, just like my friend CPB Station. CPB is always the first one to give a super sticker. Thank you very much, my friend. Thank you very much for the 10 large. Happy Thursday, brother, and Merry New Year. I think it's safe to say much of the same will ensue in the wrestling serve. Next to no heat for storyline and drawn out spot fest now for 6 hours. Hashtag God save us. I am going to talk about those 6 hours today. And I am going to talk about what we can expect from the WWE in 2025. And bro, I'm speaking from somebody who's been there and done that. Not one of these wannabe dirt sheet writers, podcasters, bro, who've never spent 2 seconds in the wrestling business, think they know everything and they don't know shit. Okay, bro? I'm here to tell you, based on my expertise and my experience, what you're going to see from the WWE in 2025. Visual Augment, thank you very, very much for the $5 donation. Screw the haters like JBL. You are integral to the best storyline we have ever seen in wrestling. Much love, Vinny Roo. Much appreciated, Visual Augment. And, you can listen. I did a show on JBL and his comments on russosbrand.com. And, quite frankly, JBL is a mark. Bro, sometimes I think we have bigger marks in the wrestling business than we have who are trying to get into the wrestling business. Bro, if you are in your mid-40s to late 40s to 50s to 60s to 70s and you still want to reside in the wrestling bubble, you are a wrestling mark. That is all you know. You don't know anything outside the wrestling bubble. And in 2025, I am not going to be addressing these people because there's no hope for these people. You live, you die, you breathe, you poop wrestling. There's no hope for you. And I am not going to address the JBLs of the world in 2025, bro. I don't have much time left on this planet, guys. Trust me. I'm not going to address foolishness and stupidity and immaturity and children who want to play in the wrestling business well into their 70s. Jameel the King is a member for 3 months. Thank you very much, Mr. Jameel. David Duffett, prayers for New Orleans. Absolutely, Mr. Duffett. That's what matters, man. What matters in this world, bro, is helping your brother and reaching out and caring and praying for other people. Amen to you, my friend. Richard K., thank you, my friend, for the generosity. Hey, Mr. Russo, big fan. I was wondering why Test didn't get a bigger push. Test looked like a main event star. He had the look, the physique, and the angle with him. Stephanie was good. Why was he never WWE champ? Well, Richard, I was pushing Test a lot for everything you just said. The push for Test stopped when Vince Russo and Ed Ferrara left the WWE. We were fans of Test. We were pushing Test. But apparently, whether it was politics or whatever it was, Test did not continue to get that push once myself and Ed Ferrara left. Brian, thank you very, very much for the generosity. We will watch indie wrestling in Netflix. Hashtag vanilla. Let's see. We've got Instagram, a wrestling historian. These are friends of the brand, bro. Who would you make AEW and WWE champion this year? Instagram, I got to tell you, wrestling historian, I have not watched AEW in 5 years. In 5 years, bro. So I couldn't even tell you who I would make a champion of that company. I have not watched that company in 5 years. Over at the WWE, man, I would really, really have to think about that. I am a fan of Gunther. I think they've hurt Gunther. Listen, man, there are a lot of people that I like on the WWE roster. A lot of people. I am just not a fan of the creative. I like Gunther. I like Karrion Kross. A number of people, I like over there. I just am not a fan of the creative. Visual Augment, thank you very much. AEW might as well make Disco World Heavyweight Champ. Now that would be Heat with the marks. Oh, wait, he's already angling to get a job with the WWE. Hey, Visual Augment, you said it. I didn't, bro. So, guys, there you got a little taste of that's how you become a part of this conversation through Super Sticker donation. Guys, over on Twitch, you can leave a chat, whatchamacallit? Oh, come on, bro. A bit. You can sub, you can resub, you can gift a sub, and I will entertain your questions. All right, guys, what can we expect in 2025? Guys, I am telling you, based on experience, bro, this ain't Rocky Raccoon talking, bro. This ain't Mr. Magoo talking, bro. This is Vince Russo talking, who wrote for 3 major wrestling companies. You have no idea what 8 hours of wrestling is a week. No idea. And I am talking about 3 hours of Raw. I am talking about 3 hours of SmackDown. And I'm talking about 2 hours of NXT. 8 hours of live programming a week. You have no idea. I do have an idea. Because, we did Raw, we did SmackDown, we did Sunday Night Heat, we did pay-per-views. I have somewhat of an idea. Nitro, Thunder, been there and done that. I never wrote 2 shows a week that were 3 hours each. I never did that. Why? Because I'm not insane. That is why. 8 hours of wrestling a week is greed, bro. That's all it is greed. The WWE, when they went 3 hours to Raw, they bastardized their product. And anybody who says they didn't, you're full of shit. They watered down their product when they went to 3 hours on Raw. Why? Because USA paid them for a third hour. And bro, they are in business, and they are in business to make money. However, they don't have the writers, they don't have the producers to produce. They didn't have the writers and producers to produce a good, compelling, must-see 3-hour Raw every week. They didn't have the talent. So what did they do? They watered everything down. They dragged things out. They dragged out matches. They dragged out storylines because they are creatively bankrupt. So now we're going to go from a 3-hour Raw to a 3-hour SmackDown. Plus, we're going to have NXT in the middle of all that. Visual augment. Triple H doesn't know what cool is. He doesn't, bro. Triple H is not a cool dude. He wasn't a cool dude when I worked with him. It's just his upbringing. He's just not cool. He tries to be cool. He throws on the leather jackets, whatever the case may be. He's not a cool dude. You're not going to get cool programming, bro. The WWE hasn't been cool since the Attitude Era. That's the last time it was cool. And we're talking about 25 years ago now. Let's go to Alejandro. SmackDown going 3 hours is going to kill the show. Okay, guys, let's look at this logically. Because if you follow Russo's brand, if you follow my Patreon, you know I look at things logically. So they've had months to prepare for the premiere on Netflix. Months to prepare for this show. So, of course, bro, this first show is going to be almost WrestleMania-like. They're pulling out all the stops, bro. It's going to be a great show with great matches. Okay, bro, you've had months to plan for that. Great. What happens week 2? What happens week 3? What happens week 4 when you are churning out 8 hours of television a week by non-creative people? Just because Triple H won 23 world titles does not mean he knows how to write a wrestling show. Just because HBK won 76 world titles does not make him a professional television writer. If you are going to be involved in the writing of a television show, you need to know how to write a television show. And they don't. So what are we going to get, bro? We are going to get dragged out storylines, just like the Bloodline, bro. Just like Tiffany Stratton turning in the case for the last 7 years. You're going to get wash, rinse, repeat, bro. That is what you are going to get. 8 hours, bro. 8 hours. You have no idea unless you've done it. 8 hours. Richard K., thank you very much, my friend. Do you think Taker should have lost his streak? And if it had happened, how would have booked it? And who would you have ended his streak? Bro, from what I understand, Taker wanted Brock Lesnar to end the streak. And, with Taker's, history and past, and Taker being a legend, and if that's what Taker wanted to do, then you do that. If I was writing there and that's what Taker had requested and that's what Taker wanted to do, I would have had no problem whatsoever doing that for Taker. GLY Triple F, thank you very much. What do you think about Pentagon brand, how you slot him coming to WWE? Oh, Pentagon. Listen, bro, he's just going to be another name on the roster. He's just another flip-flop and flyer. I mean, that's what Pentagon is. The WWE, the current creative at WWE, have not showed me that they know how to create characters, man. They've not showed me. Have you guys seen what they've done with the Wyatt Six? Are you serious, bro? Are you serious what they've done with that group? They've killed that group that had so much potential, bro. That is a lack of creativity, bro. So what do you think? They don't know what to do with the Wyatt Six. What do you think they're going to do with Pentagon, bro? Ash, thank you, my friend. Hey, Vince, do you think Braun Steiner will be the world champion by the end of the year? I heard Netflix will use him in that capacity. I can definitely see that, Ash. Braun has all the tools. He's got a shitty name, bro. Braun Breaker is perhaps the worst name of any wrestler I've ever heard of. What a horrible, horrible name, and that name does hurt him. However, does he have all the tools? Absolutely, positively, yes. He does have the tools to be a future WWE champion. I can actually see that happening by the end of the year, man. He is a pedigree. He is the real deal. He gets it. So, yes, I could see that happening. Guys, again, man, you want to ask me any questions, you got to be part. You want to be part of this conversation. You do it through a super sticker or a donation. Vinny Roo is working right now, bro. This is work. This is work. You know, I'm not, I'm not coming on here because I love each and every one of you and I'm giving my time away for free. I like you. I like you, bro. I like all of you, but not that much where I'm doing this for free. All right, let's move on to Bid Moon. Any thoughts of what you would do in a final Cena run? Well, I would definitely get him in meaningful matches, bro. And if you're going to use him to put other people over, you better make those other people that you're putting over mean something. Bro, the last time we saw John Cena, he put Austin Theory over, and they've done nothing with Austin Theory since then. Absolutely nothing. So all it did was tarnish John Cena and do absolutely nothing for Austin Theory. Not Austin Theory's fault, bro. They booked him horribly. So you've got to make sure that Cena's matches mean something, bro. Alejandro, how did you start working in the business? Well, Alejandro, I invested in myself by doing a local radio show where I paid for my time. And I was investing in myself with a plan of eventually working for the WWE. And that's how it worked out. You need a plan, guys. In 2025, if you got a goal, man, that's terrific. We should all have goals. Goals supply the light at the end of the tunnel. If you're going through a tough time, a tough patch, if you don't like your job, if there is a goal, that is what will keep you going. You've got to have goals to keep yourself going. Then you have purpose, and then you have a drive. But you got to see those goals through. Luis Martinez, thank you, my friend. I saw a clip from JBL saying he thought you guys were friends until Godfather told him about Dark Side of the Ring and was in shock you were talking bad about him. I did not talk bad about JBL and Dark Side of the Ring. I didn't say anything about JBL bad at all. All I said was I got the idea of Brawl for All from JBL in a conversation with JBL when he said he could take everybody in the locker room if it were a shoot. That gave me the idea of Brawl for All, which I then went to Vince McMahon with. But I didn't say anything bad about JBL. I don't have anything to say about JBL. You know, he made some comments on me a couple of weeks ago to get over with the marks, stating that every company I ever worked with, I either bankrupted or put out of business, which I find kind of odd because isn't JBL doing some work with TNA? So if I put TNA out of business, I don't know how JBL is working for TNA. So I kind of thought that was a little odd and that was a little bizarre. But bro, listen, man, if you're going to take shots at me, I'm going to punch back. And that's what I did, bro. I punched back. All right, let's go to Richard. Why did we get a Rock versus Hogan match at Mania and never a Hogan versus Austin match, as Hogan was always over more than Rock? Richard, I have no idea because I wasn't there. I wasn't there. When I was there, Hogan was with the WCW, bro. So I never had a chance to book a Hogan and Austin match. So I cannot answer that question for you, Richard. I'm sorry. Raymel, are you still doing That's Life on the brand? Raymel, I am not doing That's Life per se as a standalone show, but in all the shows I do on russosbrand.com, all the shows I do on patreon.com/RussoTWC, I always try to add elements of That's Life into all of my shows. Because, bro, at the end of the day, that's all that matters. Life. Life matters. Wrestling does not matter, bro. Life matters. And that's why I try to incorporate it into all of my shows. So you will get a taste of all of that, bro, if you are a subscriber. I also want to tell you, man, I got a couple new audio shows, bro. The Believe, BLEAV. They took on a couple of audio shows that you can get them absolutely free, bro, wherever you get your podcast, your iTunes, your Apple. Vince Russo, Before My Head Explodes. It is a non-wrestling show. I talk about every other topic but wrestling. And also the Coach and Bro Show, which is myself and the great Jonathan Coachman, bro. They are free wherever you get your podcast. Trey, are you and Jeff still good friends? Trey, Jeff and I are not the good friends that we were when we worked together, bro, because obviously when we were working together, we spent a lot of time with each other. However, Jeff and I still do keep in touch, mainly through text messages and whatnot. So me and Jeff are absolutely cool. We do keep in touch. Let me go to a wrestling historian. How do you feel about Pat Patterson's allegations? Listen, man, Pat was a friend of mine. I had a relationship with Pat. Bro, my wife and I went to Pat's house, Pat and Louie. I loved Pat when I was working with him. And, all of these allegations, bro, all of these stories concerning Pat, I never saw anything like that, bro. I was not privy to anything like that. So, if you're asking me about my experience with Pat Patterson, my experiences with Pat were only good experience, bro. I did not experience or see anything like that in regards to the late, great Pat Patterson. All right, guys, I'm going to stay on here for a couple of more minutes, man. I'm going to let you get in some questions or comments or opinions if you'd like. I usually like to keep these things at 30 minutes. Why? Because less is more. Less is more. You've got to always keep them wanting more. And let me tell you something, bro. 8 hours of WWE wrestling a week, no one's going to want more. No one's going to want more. No mas. No mas, bro. Luis, how you doing, my friend? When are you going to go on Conan Show? Because Disco is always talking about how you just hate to watch WWE and you're just mad and bitter. Bro, I'm not, bro, do I see mad and bitter? I'm not mad and bitter at all. I hate watching WWE and I get mad when my time is wasted because I'm watching a bad show. I get mad because I have to watch a show that's bad. So yes, that makes me mad. Bitter? No, bro. Like, I'm not bitter. I just hate that I got to sit there and watch a crappy show because I get paid to watch it. Who is your best friend in the industry? Man, guys, I would say, the people I associate with on Russo's brand are my closest friends in the industry. Stevie, Ben, Stevie Ray, Disco, Al, EC3. Those are my closest friends in the wrestling industry. Billy Evil, I'm a huge baseball fan. Way too early, man, to pick a World Series champion. There's still way too many free agents still out there. Whoever gets Sasaki, man, bro, that's going to be a huge pickup. So, Billy, when we get closer to baseball, I will give you my opinion on that. Richard Eichholtz. Any Major League Baseball teams are just passive income sources. The Orioles are still acting like they did with the previous ownership group. It started with last year's trade decline. Oh, yeah, man. Listen, a lot of these teams, man, it's all about dollars and cents. It's all about money. I know teams like the Giants and the Rockies, the owners, they own the property around the stadium. And right now, their objective is to build up the properties around the stadium. These owners are in it for business, bro. They're in it for money. They don't necessarily love the game. And man, if you want to say a positive thing about Tony Khan, you can say that. Tony Khan loves the game and loves wrestling. And that is a positive, and that is good for the wrestling community. Wrestling historian, why didn't you do the WCW World Title Tournament in one night at Mayhem 1999? Oh, my God, wrestling historian, 26 years ago, bro. 26 years ago. I wish I can give you an answer to that, but I cannot tell you what was going through my mind at that time, bro. I wish I could answer that. I don't know. Would you go on Ariel Helwani's show? Absolutely, bro. I've never been invited to go on Ariel's show. But yes, I absolutely would go on his show. Visual Augment, just want to say thanks for the years of entertainment. You are welcome, my friend. So, guys, let me just say, I'm not saying anything negative about the WWE on Netflix. I'm just telling you, they are going to have no idea what 8 hours of programming is until they are knee deep in it, bro. Until they are knee deep in it. Again, if you watch a 2-hour Raw, if you watch a 2-hour SmackDown, these shows are drawn out. Bro, do you know on Raw on Monday, they were 10 minutes into the show before Jey Uso came out and spoke. 10 minutes. They wasted the first 10 minutes of the show. And this is when Raw and SmackDown were 4 hours. So I'm just telling you, bro, they're going to start off hot. They had a lot of time to plan for this. But once they get in the routine, bro, you have no idea what writing 8 hours of television a week is unless you've done it. All right, guys, I am going to wrap this up now. Less is more, man. Thanks for joining me today. I appreciate it. Guys, remember, you want more of this, I'll give it to you every single day. If you've never been a member of our Patreon, go to patreon.com/Russo TWC. Right now, get a free week of the brand. You can sample us, bro. And then if you want to join, we got tiers starting at $3 a week, bro. No, I'm sorry, a month. $3 a month, bro. That's 75 cents a week. We don't do $12.99. We don't do $14.99, bro. I don't expect you in these hard times to go in the back and pluck the money tree, bro. There's no money tree in the back. So I make it affordable to you. russosbrand.com has been $4.95 since the caveman, bro. Since the caveman. Guys, that is it, man. Check it out. Hold on. Luis Martinez gets in at Under the Wire. What do you think about Bishof saying you wish you were him? Because from day one, you tried to put yourself on TV doing the voiceover. Bro, listen, I promise you, bro, no, I don't. I don't wish being Eric Bischoff on anybody, bro. And Louis, I'm glad you asked that question because this year, my third book will be out. Total Nonstop Agony. And the book picks up where Bischoff and Hogan came into TNA. So if you want to know my real thoughts and my real opinions on Eric Bischoff, you are going to get them all in that book. Total Nonstop Agony. I held nothing back. I told it like it was. But you know what, bro? Honestly, I am totally happy being myself. God created me to be me. He's giving me many, many blessings in my life. He's given me many, many things to work on, many, many things I need to do. And I try to spend every single day representing God, bro. And God created me to be me. And I would never wish to be anybody else. Sean, THB 400. I don't know what that equates to, Sean, but thank you very much. If you were put in charge of AEW TV tomorrow, what storyline or program would you use to get viewership up? Thanks for everything, Vince. Sean, I think it's the mistake that every single wrestling company is making today. You've got to base your wrestling companies on reality. And that means what's really going on in the world, what's really going on inside that company. You got to make these businesses real. Bro, what is everybody talking about from last week's Raw? They're talking about one thing and one thing only. They're talking about the Rollins and CM Punk promo. Why? Because there were sprinkles of reality in that promo. There was a history. There was some real life references made. That's what people want. Guys, you have heard me say for many, many, many years, the wrestling business needs to grow up. It needs to mirror society. What is going on in the world? That is what is going to make casual wrestling fans watch, not fake ass mamby-pamby, weak punching, pull apart bullshit. They've got to make people believe what they are watching is real, bro. That is the key to a successful wrestling show. That is it, everybody. I am tapping out. Go get your free week of Patreon, Russo's brand. Go to patreon.com/. Wait, we got one more. Visual Lugman. My girlfriend hates Eric Bishof because he comes across as a sleazy used car salesman. Listen, visual argument. I have no argument with your girlfriend whatsoever. And on that note, guys, I will be right back here Thursday thrashing next week. God bless each and every one of you. Guys, thank you for all the super stickers. Thank you for all the donations. Thank you for all the questions. Thank you for your support. God bless you all, man. I'll see you back here next week. Hey, guys, if there's any topic you want me to discuss, feel free emailing me, bro. Email me, officialvincerusso@gmail.com. Take care, everybody. Have a great, great, great 2025.